busting the butt.
Did you know Jesus
What is up, you beautiful bastards? It is 10:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am sorry we're late, but we are live. Late Night with Take 3 is here. We are shorthanded. Malcolm is in the penalty box. He got a double binder for high sticking. That is a Canadian reference, and only Sandy and I, and maybe Matt will guess.
I'm sorry, did you say that's a Canadian reference?
Well, what's a double binder? How long is a double binder?
What the fuck? It's a hockey reference.
Matt knows. He's a Rangers fan.
Fuck. Like,
You
I'm
poor soul.
sorry. No.
You must really hate. You must really love losing. What's it like to rely on Hendrik Lundqvist standing on his head all night?
Can I ask this question as a Canadian? What's it like to not even be like number 26 when it comes to countries? Like, what? How does that feel?
Vancouver 2010.
Hey, we might not be number one,
the
but
golden goal, Sidney Crosby, 2002.
I'm talking about beyond your one sport that you're really only good at because it's always cold there and your lake's never on freeze. Like, I'm talking about more than just that.
So,
football.
Yeah, Late Night with Take 3 is live. I tried to make a reference, but then we got into an argument. Anyways, let's introduce the panel. First off, motherfucker Matt Kearns. Motherfucker Matt Kearns, how you motherfucking doing, Matt Kearns, motherfucker?
I'm doing great because I understand hockey references because it's not just owned by one country, you fuck. By the way, Cody, where's that petition? I will be first to sign it.
Apparently, good lord.
Speaking of
nuts.
Speaking of one Cody Newberry still persistent on wearing that Red Sox hat and jersey. You do realize it is winter. You cannot play baseball in December unless you're down south.
Okay. You're probably wearing your only 3 shirts that you own, so shut your mouth. I'm great tonight. Luckily, all the attention's not on me. It's basically on Matt in Brooklyn, so this is going to be a fun night for me and Sandy, apparently. And yeah, I'm having a great night, and I hope you don't kill us on the ride to the end of this trip, because it sounds very chaotic to start.
All right. Let's go to easily one of the calmest people in the community, fellow Canadian, Sandman, Sandy Robinson. Sandy, you have been recently added to the Tim's rotation yet again. How do you feel?
I feel great. I am very, very happy, proud to be a Canadian. And on that note, I just looked up the U.S. News Civic Country rankings. Switzerland is number 1, Canada is number 2, Germany number 3, United Kingdom number 4, Japan number 5, Sweden number 6, Australia number 7, and coming in at a lowly number 8, the United States of America.
I'm sorry.
Based on metrics of all kinds. Stick it. I'm doing great. I can't wait to get into
this. At least we win wars.
Because you start them.
That's not true.
At least we finish
them. We finished them.
Hey, we're gonna help you. No, we're not. Sorry. We don't. We only have horses and some dogs and some hockey sticks.
We got some ice skates for you. You guys.
Can you imagine looking over your trench and seeing a bunch of French-speaking Canadians wheeling hockey sticks coming at you over the thing there? You'd be running.
Fine, because Sandy, we have these things in America. They're called guns. That's how we fight our wars now.
Yeah.
What have I created? What monster have I started?
I know.
We launch mooses and hockey pucks at our
moose, not mooses. Grammar properly. Jesus.
That's right. And we wouldn't watch them. We would just release them. And then you guys would be like, "Oh, look, a pretty cow," and he trampled.
What?
Moose are actually fish.
Discovery Channel in America.
I don't know.
Man, what kind of cow is that, man? It's got antlers on it. Damn, get it. Bet you it's good to eat some jerky. Yeah.
Moose is actually pretty tasty.
What is going on?
Okay, so order. Can we have order on the panel? I don't know what the hell is going on here. There is chaos everywhere. So, words in my mouth, something like that. Let's start off with a warm-up game. I mean, we don't really need to warm up, but let's try it. We're going to play 6 Degrees with Kevin Bacon. For those of you who do not don't roll the Matt, just go.
Okay, I speak English still. So 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. How the game works is you have to name an actor who was in a movie with another actor. For example, I would say Tom Cruise was in The Color of Money with Paul Newman. Then it would go to Brooklyn. Then Brooklyn would have to name a movie Paul Newman was in with another actor. You can't repeat actors or films. Also, when it comes to franchises, 1 per franchise. So you can't say that Harrison Ford was in The Empire Strikes Back with Mark Hamill and then say Mark Hamill was in The Last Jedi with Daisy Ridley. The reason why it's called Kevin Bacon is because if you're somehow able to work Kevin Bacon into it, you get a save, which means at any point when you would lose, which is if you hesitate, repeat an actor, or can't figure something out, you're usually out. If you were able to name Kevin Bacon, you're back in. However, you can't start with Kevin Bacon. So if Sandy starts, Kevin Bacon was in Footloose with someone. I can't pull anyone from Footloose right now. That doesn't count if you're starting it out. So pretty that's all the rules I can think of.
All right, so the order is going to be as such. Cody is going to ask me. I am going to ask Sandy. Sandy is going to ask Matt. Matt is going to ask Cody. So, Cody, it's all yours.
Chris Pratt was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 with Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell was in the Christmas Chronicles with Oliver Hudson.
Oh, wait. What? No, it's Sandy.
Sandy.
Oh, shit. Oliver Hudson.
I know a TV show he's in.
What a D-bag move. To be fair, it's the only Kurt Russell movie besides Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oliver Hudson was under a pseudonym, but he was in Three Musketeers under the pseudonym of Oliver Platt with Kiefer Sutherland.
That's not true.
Prove it.
Oliver Platt. And all
you should have.
you
can't yell shenanigans in this game. Okay.
No,
yeah, we can't yell
I was thinking.
Just bring in another name. Shenanigans.
Yeah, no shenanigans. I can't think of.
Right,
I have no idea.
Send this out, which means I start fresh. All right, going based off that, Kiefer Sutherland was in the Three Musketeers with Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh crap! I know who that guy is. Shit! I know a movie. Damn it! Oh, no,
yeah. Oh, now you know a movie with IMDb open.
Yeah. Well, no, I just
can
know
I
from
go?
his.
Yes, let Cody let Cody pull a douchebag move on me now.
Charlie Sheen was in Wall Street with Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas was in Ant-Man with Michael Pena.
Michael Pena was in Crash with Sandra Bullock.
Sandy B. I always get her confused. It's always her and Julia Roberts. I always get messed up.
Take a guess. Which movie was she in?
Okay, Sandy B was in The Proposal with Betty White.
Betty White was in The Proposal?
She was.
Oh, okay. I never saw the movie. I only saw the poster.
She was fantastic.
Betty White was in...
Oh, Tim Franco was watching. What's up, Tim?
Tim Franco, yes. Betty White was in...
The Golden Girls.
She was in The Golden Girls.
She was.
Thank you for being a friend.
I'm gonna start.
long-
Betty
how do you-
White was. I'm honestly something. Betty White was in the Lego movie with Will Ferrell.
She wasn't in the Lego movie. Although cool guy, as he brought up, Betty White was in the Lorax with Taylor Swift.
I saw that and I was like, nope, I can't use that because that's not
No,
cool.
because that's cheating.
That
All
is
right, so I get to start fresh again.
cheating.
Who do I want to go with, and what movie do I want to go with? Kurt Russell was in Escape from New York with Howard Dean Stanton.
I know exactly who he is, but I need to.
There's a really big one. He was in with a very big person. Not physically, but
Why do you gotta be a douche? I'm just being mean to you. God, that's one of those character actors. Oh, I know exactly what movie he was in. Harry Dean Stanton was in The Green Mile with Tom Hanks.
that wasn't the
Walking
one I
the-
was thinking about.
Walking a
but-
mile, walking a mile, walking a green
I was thinking
mile,
about he
get
was
on
in
my knees,
Alien
prayers
with
on the
Sigourney
feet.
Weaver, but
Oh, fair enough.
okay. So Tom Hanks was in.
I gave you a lot easier one.
Yeah, you really did. Now I'm just trying to think. What could I screw you over with? Tom Hanks was in Big with John Hurd.
I hate your 80s movie knowledge. Like, you're born in the wrong decade.
I really was.
Just give a quick shout out to Jonathan Peck, Brian Nussbaum, the cool guy, Tim Franco is with us, and they're all playing along with us.
I don't got it.
Dude,
You win.
Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin or Catherine O'Hara. He's the dad from Home Alone. You could also say Sharknado with Tara Reid.
No offense if you think I watched Sharknado.
No, I don't watch. The only thing I've seen Sharknado is in the soundtrack's review of Sharknado.
All right.
Yay!
Well,
I win.
that was a great. Yeah, congratulations, Matt. You win. You win your own game. All right, let's move on to the interview portion. Somehow I got blackmailed into interviewing Cody this week because words. I don't know. So Cody, you and I have had you've had a long relationship. Let's say that there's been peaks and valleys. But before we get into our relationship, just talk about your journey from your humble beginnings as a singles competitor against Andrew Glossner to now. You are on a plethora of different channels.
Who?
Your first singles match was against Andrew Glossner, was it not?
Was that in joke?
Yes, the lead that does not say its name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I actually remember that match quite frankly. I lost on a Snake Eyes question.
You did.
Which I knew. I knew the answer. That was a mess of a league. But yeah, so I kind of joined in. Again, I was a Collider and Screen Junkies fan for a while. And I've always wanted to I could compete. I answer questions. I could do this. Why not? So I guess one day I was commenting on something, and somebody was like, "Hey, we got a league that you could be in." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I joined that. I lost. I played a few matches. Then I got over and met the people I run with now in Full Metal and what was then Worldwide Movie Games. Even there will be Trivia was probably my first team match there. And now I have a place in Full Metal and Take 3 and Multiplex. So it's kind of been this whirlwind in a year that I've taken a lot of responsibility on, but I couldn't be happier. But yeah, again, this community is fantastic. It's the reason why I enjoy these shows. But I made a goal to myself that I was like, when I first started watching the Schmodown and saw the reaction of Take 3, I was like, I will be on that channel one day. And it happened. So that was pretty cool. Just because I'm glad I got to meet all the people that are here now, because it's fantastic. So yeah, that's how I started.
All right. I'll open up to Matt and Sandy. While they're thinking of the questions, congratulations, Tim Franco. You have won 6 Degrees Kevin Bacon because you actually filled out the rest of the.
Tim, we're buddies, but it's really easy to win when you're in the chat. Why don't you come and play? I mean, that's more just an invitation of come on the live show. We would love to have you on. You're a fun guy. So my question, Cody, is why do you support the Red Sox? No, that's not real.
Lots of drugs. Lots and lots and lots of drugs.
Shut up.
Smoke weed every day.
Well,
the only jokes I can make up is I'm not used to being serious with Cody, so my jokes are like when you were
can ask
watching Screen Junkies Plus, and I would come on to after the fight. Were you like, one day I'm going to work in a YouTube channel with that guy? No. I've never really asked annoying. This. You've probably said on a number of shows, but what is your favorite movie and why?
So it's always a battle with me, because everybody says there's no difference between best and favorite, but I think there is, because I think a movie can be structurally perfect from start to finish, but not gravitate me to go back. My favorite movie of all time is The Lion King, and the reason why is, again, it's nostalgic, basically, but I honestly think it's probably the best animated movie that's been made. For them to be able to teach a father and son relationship so far into that movie and to throw it out and to wreck you in 45 minutes and send you into like waterworks and the redemption story in it, I think it's from start to finish, music and all. That's why I'm so against this new live action one, because I don't feel like it's needed or necessary, or I would rather you remake something you bombed on and try to be better with it. But yeah, Lion King is my favorite one. My favorite live action. People get weirder when I hear this, but I would say Martin Scorsese's The Departed. It's got the most rewatch for me. I go back constantly. If you watch the watch along me and Robert did, we literally stopped talking and just started watching the movie, and it was very.
Those were always my favorite watch.
I was just drawn in, and then we're like, "Oh, the chat, hey!" So those are my two like go-tos. Again, I like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and stuff like that, but those two are always like, if I want to just chill, those are the movies I watch.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Here is the most important question ever. If you were in charge of a movie studio and had the specific request from the head of, like, let's say you're the executive producer, but Bob Iger is right up here, and he comes to you and says, "Listen, Cody, I hired you for one specific reason. I want you to take one shitbag that was released, and I want you to remake it and make it awesome." What would that movie be?
If I had to be brutally honest about that, I would honestly do. That's a tough one. Okay, I have two. One, I would do Fantastic Four under the MCU, because I remember I don't have the hate for the Fantastic Four of 2005 as much as everybody else. I guess I was a kid when it came out, or a teenager, and I thought they were fun. But I thought that was really good. But Fan Four Stick was a disgrace to what comic books were, especially at that time point. So I would have done that one. If I could pick a movie that physically upset me to the point of me screaming out of the end of the theater, that would be actually Stephen King's The Mist. One of the worst endings in any movie history. I after reading the book, to what they did is almost the most disgusting disgrace of anything.
Finally, somebody agrees with me that ending is fucking awful. God, I hate that ending.
I was in the theater.
What the twist?
I was in the theater, and a lady, I said, well, this is bullshit. And a lady goes, yeah, fuck you. And like we both like everybody left because it just had no place. It had no place.
It's such a cop-out.
Yeah. And I thought of a third one. I think Les Mis, as a musical theater fan of myself, of what I did, I think that musical was very underwhelming what it could have been, especially with the casting of Russell Crowe. So I would love to do those three. Sorry, I took it and expanded.
No, good. That's a great answer.
I got another question for you. You know, we've been. You guys can ask more, like, you know. This
I'm just messing.
Yeah, I don't know. Cody likes to give me shit for asking more than I guess 1.5 questions.
Except tonight when he's being asked all the questions.
I'm a camera whore.
With the four of us, like we've been in this community for like the past like year or so. So
2 years.
2 years for you. But my question for you, Cody, is what was the moment, or what was either the moment or like the arc that was like, okay, this community is worthwhile. It's worth investing the time that we do. What makes it all worthwhile?
That's a really good question. There were two moments. One, when I was reached out by Full Metal, and they wanted to bring me on as the team when I started hosting more and stuff. And then just Sandy, Jeremy, Matt Queller, RJ, Harley, the list goes on. And those it's the most chill group over there. They don't let anything really rattle. We let things rattle us at times. There's 100% truth, but there's always this calming, like the voice of reason comes out of somewhere. And I would say I think the first moment is Robert Parker. I joined these leagues as a fan first. I was a fan of Robert, and the Skype calls and this past 4 months of when I became his manager. Just the dive into okay, this isn't like trivia. Like he's actually, I would refer to him as like one of my best friends in this league because we just see eye to eye on everything. So it was like, you know what, I can put some time and effort into it. And then of course during Take 3, once I got that call, I was like, well, I think I show up at least on maybe 4 shows sometimes a week in this community now, and used to be like, oh, can't I do it? But now I'm like, I really want to. So I would say those were the key moments.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nowhere was I mentioned in that, but I get it. You love Rob. It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right.
Okay. So if you had the match and the competitor of your choice anywhere, Schmodown, any of the fan leagues, anything like that, who and what would you choose for that match?
Right off the bat, I would not pick a Schmodown competitor. One, because I don't want to be demolished. But I would actually, if I had to pick one person in these communities to go head to head with right now, I'd pick Caleb Coho. And I would do it in a Disney animation match. Obviously, he's really good at that. I just think it would be a battle of wits with 2 trash talkers that could go for a while. If it was Schmodown, can I get a team match? Because that would be a lot better because I need somebody to bounce strengths off with. But if I had to be a singles match, just to be across the table from... Probably this is biased from this show. I'd pick Winston Marshall because we already squared off at once a debate. But I would love to just sit in because I was a minor fan of him, but after that call, I became a mega fan of him because of just how serious he took with us and treated us like we were actually human and stuff. It was really neat. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, Winston Marshall for Schmodown. Nice. I don't know what we play in. Just general, because I probably have a better shot than Geek against him.
So another question I had, this hits more home with Take 3. Besides this show, if you could host any one of the other shows on Take 3 for one episode, which show would you want to take over for an episode?
I mean, I think the one is pretty clear what I would take over for a second. It'd probably be Rankum. because I'm already that loud voice on that show. I would say Rhyme and Reason, but I'm afraid to take over Rhyme and Reason because I think that episode could be like 7 hours long. If Sandy, Matt, and me were all on the same call, like that would be nuts.
You're more than welcome. We're perfectly fine with that.
Again, I will gladly, anytime the topic, I will gladly be there. No questions asked. But yeah, I would probably do rank them just because I would do like a show of we're ranking Cody's favorite movies and ultimate veto card if you don't bring up the one I'm for. So it would
it's everyone guessing what your favorite movies are.
All right, guess what my top 12 is. Going with it.
If I could pick the topic for a Rankum show again, it would definitely be top 12 religious themes in Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
I saw Malcolm added, but I don't see him.
He is coming.
Okay.
Let us now move into press conference. We'll do that right now. If you do not know, one of the greatest TV shows ever, Whose Line Is It Anyway, hosted by one Clyde Anderson and Drew Carey. They would play a game called Press Conference, and the great Canadian Colin Mockery would grab a podium and announce a press conference. But the catch was he had no idea what he was announcing. But the interviewers and Ryan Stiles, Wade Brady, great groups, they gave him hints and a plural questions. Today, Cody is going to be holding a press conference, but he does not know what he is announcing. Although myself, Sandy, and Matt do. So,
hopefully, I'm not moving.
Did everyone get the message?
I did. Sandy, did you?
I did.
Okay.
Right.
Malcolm, did you get the message? We're about to do press conference, so check your messages so you know what we're talking about.
Oh, well, Malcolm,
Also,
go to the appearance.
How dare you join Nico's show over us?
What the fuck?
We're boycotting Nico on this side of the thing, okay? Everybody realize that.
The petition for Malcolm has started. Cody, let's call this press conference to order.
I hate doing this where I have to do this because I know Canadians are going to be here, but I'm here to announce something, and we'll start this press conference right here. Yeah, the guy I actually respect. I've seen you before, the guy with the crappy movie posters on the back wall, but you.
I mean, I already got it from person you respect. I knew it was Brooklyn. Hi, this is Matt Kearns from ChristmasChroniclesDaily.com.
Weird name for .com, but okay.
Really? My one from a couple of weeks ago wasn't weird enough for you?
Not going there, sir. Continue.
Bet you weren't. So, were you at all shocked when this happened to you?
Oh, utterly shocked. It was something I don't think anybody could expect it to happen. It was terrifying and scary all at the same time. So yeah, you with the Santa hat and that nasty T-shirt.
Right. Hi, Brooklyn Vale from the Canadian Enquirer. Did any family catch what happened at all? Or did they just sleep through it?
I'm a homebody. I didn't really ask around. I don't really care what other people think. So if they did, they can mind their own dang business. Thank you very much. The Canadian that I respect, you, sir.
Awesome. Hey, this is the Sandy Sandman Robinson from Canada Loves Tim Hortons and BrooklynVale.com.
Terrible.com. Go ahead.
I'm about to be fired. So now that it's happened, what are the first changes that you're going to make upon arrival at your new location?
I would say unlimited cocoa. I would say cookies for me whenever I snap my finger. And I would also say you get 2 strikes and you're out rule in my place. So if you annoy me, you're gone.
Okay.
Don't care how long you've been there. Bye-bye. Hi, back from whatever.
.com. It don't really matter. I think the real question here is, was this actually an accident, or did you do this intentionally?
Oh, 100% intentionally. I think I can do a better job, and I took full advantage of what I had to do, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I'm gonna assume he knows what it is, but I just want to
Yes.
He did 2 questions ago.
Yeah, Santa Claus hat. What do you want?
Brooklyn Vale from.
Stop. I need you to take off that merchandise because that's technically me now, buddy. Am I Santa Claus? I killed Santa Claus and took his job. I did the Tim Allen.
You did. I was gonna ask, how does the wife feel about the move?
Yeah, she never.
Hey, man, that's so mean. He's divorced in that movie.
Then he gets remarried in this crappy second.
Yeah, so
The second one is great. How dare you?
So yeah, that was I came.
I
up
respect
with
it. I was just like, I think I know where this is going. I'm gonna, because I just watched that movie yesterday, so I was just like, this is.
Well, because I was like, oh, this is our Christmas episode. I'm like, that's perfect that you killed Santa. You're replacing him.
I shaved at 3 o'clock today, and I grew up with this.
I shave in the morning, and then by the afternoon, I look like this. Hey, buddy, if you're worried about your weight, then you should diet. Oh, isn't that a pretty picture? Santa rolling down the street in a... Well, I certainly hope you've been good this year because they're with the Pearson house.
All right, so let's go to the movie news. But actually, before we go to the movie news, I have to call Matt. Can you get Vinny and Kermis?
Ow.
Just get them for a second. You know, we have to meet in my outer office.
Yeah, sure. It's like, guys, but yeah, the fucking Canadian one. No, not the cool one that I host the show with. The other one. Okay, just give him a second here. What the fuck do you want? I'm fucking nursing a fucking hangover. There's no fucking others here. So what the fuck do you want?
Hi. So, we've been getting some emails from corporate. Ratings have been coming in.
I'm sorry. Wait. Time the fuck out here. You guys are operating. You can't even get the 900 fucking subscribers. What the fuck corporate you talking about? My show got canceled by ABC, and I know how fucked up a corporate can be.
Okay, so what corporate wants to do, they want to try something new just for a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on assignment. We're going to send you out to Abu Dhabi. You know, we're going to get you to catch the weather there. You know.
Okay.
Listen.
Shut the fuck up. So here's what's going to happen. Me and Kermit, we're going to go and get us a fucking 6 Miller Lite. We're going to get drunk in my closet and do whatever the fuck you want. We'll be back next week. Go fuck yourself. You can follow me and Kermit the Frog. Fuck you.
Sorry, guys. It's business for now, but we'll definitely get you back. All right. Oh crap! Sorry, I'm getting a phone call here. Ring.
Hello, Brooklyn.
Oh, hi, Aunt Clarice. Hi, how are you doing here? I'll put you on speakerphone.
Come and visit anymore, Brooklyn. Why aren't you coming to see me?
Because you live in the States, Aunt Clarice.
Listen, I don't understand why Sue stays with you. I really don't. But guess what, Brooklyn? I hear you run a movie show, and I got some movie news to tell you about. Did you hear these stories?
I didn't. Can you tell us these stories? Maybe we'll talk about it.
Okay, here we go. Apparently DC is developing a Plastic Man movie, which sounds better than that damn Superman movie we got a couple years ago. I promise. But I guess a microwave can end him pretty quickly. That seems like a ridiculous plan. But what else do you expect from DC? Does Sue like the DC movies, Brooklyn? Does she like them?
She doesn't mind them. They're not awful.
Okay, well, apparently we got some trailers this year. We got Avengers Endgame. Well, I hope it ends a lot happier than that last one. It was so sad with so much debris everywhere. It clogged up the pipes everywhere. It was terrible. Hopefully the Black Panther returns. I really like that guy. Then we got Brightburn, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Oh, well, apparently it's in England because they got kings. Shaun the Sheep, Farmageddon. That sounds terrible, Brooklyn, but you'll probably like that one.
You know my taste in Clarice.
This movie. Nia Long and Coran Fox cast in 47 Meters Down, the sequel, so I guess it's going to be called 48 Meters Down. That's interesting. Hope the shark doesn't get him this time. Andrew Laham adapting a strange whatever. I don't know. That movie sounds terrible. It sounds frightening. We're not going to watch that. Okay, Brooklyn? Tell Sue she can't watch that.
I'll tell her right away.
Okay, good. Chris Messina cast in Victor Zsasz is in Birds of Prey. Oh, that's that other DC movie. Maybe Plastic Man can appear in that one too. Scott Dickinson's coming back for Doctor Strange 2. That's that movie about the Mirrors and the Wizards. I like that movie. It's really good.
It's a pretty good movie, Clarice.
Pixar movie Onward announced voice castings of Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, along with others. Do you know who Tom Holland is?
Is he's your neighbor from two houses down, right?
That was Chris Holland, you moron. Tom Holland's the little Spider-Man guy. He's in that little red suit. Sterling K. Brown cast in a Fence biopic. Sterling K. Brown, he's in that This Is Us, makes you cry. They're beautiful.
This is so sad. I bet you. Do you like This Is Us?
I'm talking.
Okay.
Please stop.
Sorry.
Bizarre Predator holiday special coming to Comedy Central. I don't know what that means, but it's that channel that you know how your uncle is. He doesn't like those vulgar things. He's canceled Comedy Central. The Mandalorian TV show announced full cast. I don't know what Mandalorian means.
It's some silly Star Wars things, Clarice. It's nonsense.
Wars. Are we gonna find out who's Rey's parents? Because I'm really curious. Because we need to know who it is. Maybe that good guy Matt on your channel can tell me who's Rey's parents.
Maybe you already know them. Maybe you already know
Brooklyn. I'm gonna go, but I really need to see you lately. And tell Sue she can do better. Okay, have a good day.
Okay, love you, Clarice.
Well, I finally understand what I put all of you guys through every week.
Yeah. And Clarice,
what I missed?
Oh man, Cody, you missed her. Man, my aunt was actually on. I didn't realize he was actually that much into movies than I anticipated, but yeah, the news you gave us, Scott Derrickson obviously coming back from Doctor Strange 2 makes absolutely perfect sense. This Pixar movie Onward getting buzz for big names, Chris Pratt and Oliver Platt. Also, the big news that we didn't mention, Kevin Hart quickly resigns as the host of the Oscars. But yeah, Cody,
that was a big topic last week. And then
actually, Malcolm, I'm going to go to you first because we haven't heard from you in forever. Malcolm, what is the news that stood out to you this week?
I mean, the Avengers Endgame trailer was pretty much what I expected without them giving away too much. It's definitely sort of looks good. And I mean, the whole Endgame reveal was kind of ended up being nothing because apparently it's been predicted a lot of times and just got to that point. Scott Derrickson coming back for Doctor Strange 2 is one that I actually forgot to put in, but I talked about it on Gone for the Wind the other day. Is the Screen Actors Guild Awards were announced as well, and we've got double Emily Blunt nominations, so that's interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah. We'll go to Sandy next. Sandy, what are some of the movie news that stood out for you this week?
Okay, so I mean, I like the of course the Endgame Avengers Endgame teaser. It was not a trailer; it was a teaser. Didn't give us anywhere near enough of the story, but I'm okay with it. I don't actually have to watch anything else. I'm sold. I was sold without any trailers, any teasers, any nothing on it. So yay. The Godzilla King of Monsters trailer, it was okay. I enjoyed seeing lots of monsters. I'm hoping that this is going to be a monster-heavy sequel to Godzilla because the first one was not at all. I mean, we didn't get to see Godzilla until the last 45 minutes of it anyway. So,
if that.
The one thing that I will bring up there's I mean everybody else is talking about. I mean I love the fact that the Doctor Strange director is coming back. That's great. He did a great job on the first one. It's wacky and weird. I like it. It's this Nia Long and Corianne Fox cast in 47 Meters Down sequel that I really want to discuss. I've seen 47 Meters Down because I love shark movies, even all the Sharknadoes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, they're garbage, but I love them because sharks are great. But the first 47 Meters Down was not good. It was not good at all in any sense of it. It was not good. And I'm a shark person, so it was not good. Why in God's name would they make a sequel to this, or is it a remake sort of off to one side with two new people? And I have no idea, and I don't understand what's in Hollywood's. Okay, so I'm off that now. Malcolm's gone now, so I'm going to give him a little bit of crap because he put this into our little thing here, saying that this. I know, there he is, saying that this was going to be like the next the hit, like the Lego movie, the Playmobil movie. Are you freaking kidding me? You're going to have rounded bodies and everything else will copy exactly what the Lego movie was. These things are the stupidest things ever. They shouldn't be made. It's like the Emoji Movie. You might as well take a big squirt on it because it's absolutely going to be horrible. Horrible.
The trailer looks
horrible.
The trailer looks surprisingly good.
I'm sorry. Why is no one?
You know what? You know what? The trailer looks surprisingly good. Fantastic.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Just no one gonna ask that. Mega Bloks movie. When's that coming out? Saying.
Same time we get a theatrical release Bionicles movie. Yeah.
Cool.
Cody, news. What stood out to you this week?
I guess the in-game trailer was cool, but teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, it was cool. Again, I'm on the side that I don't need to see a trailer for that movie, and if you do need to see a trailer for that movie, then okay, well, cool. But they could have literally just threw up on the thing, Avengers 4 or Avengers Endgame. That's it. And I would have been there opening night. I don't get and I think most people would. But Doctor Strange, I absolutely adored Doctor Strange 1. It's in my personal top 10 because of how different it was for me. I really enjoyed it. Mediocre villains, but guess what? That's Marvel for you. 47 Meters Down. I actually saw it, and there were a few moments I'm like, whoa, that's a little freaky. But that's a shark movie.
Very small moments.
But it's one, if you've seen the movie, they deserved what happened to them because they got into a rickety cage in Mexico that they didn't trust the people in the first place. And then it went down. And
47
meters. Then they dropped 47 meters down, of course. Then, so if this is a sequel that they get back in the cage and drop back in the ocean, then they deserve to die. I don't know what the difference is. And is there anything else? Onward, Pixar movie. I don't care. Just put it out and I'll go watch it because Pixar rarely does anything I dislike. And Malcolm's gone. He hated us that much.
Yeah, he rage quit for about 2 seconds here. Yeah, so that Avengers Endgame trailer, it was a service to sort of to not hardcore fans, but like people who read Infinity Gauntlet or like I read Infinity Crusade, which is the one after Infinity Gauntlet, and then like what that Scarecrow scene, I'm like, okay, I recognize that, and like that's sort of like the path, like post snap of Thanos. Wait, oh crap! Someone's at the door here. 1 second, guys. I gotta answer this door here.
Oh wow, he was actually serious.
Oh,
well,
so
guys.
So Matt, you haven't talked yet.
Time is ours. So I'll just finish Brooklyn's thought. So I read this comic book. They had this picture. It looks like a comic book I read. Iron Man. He looks sexy in that wife beater. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like to get up in his arc reactive. You know what I'm talking about? Canadian
God.
style.
All right,
Danny-
all right,
Danny
yeah,
didn't
okay.
play
I'm in charge now. So let's talk about what's left in the year. What are you guys?
Wait, I didn't even get to talk about what
No,
stood out to me in the
no.
news.
You had your chance, Matthew Kearns.
What do
and
you mean? Brooklyn
scrapped.
never gave it to me.
If you can keep it appropriate, then you can talk.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Excuse me, fine gentlemen.
What the
I've been granted permission by the one Brooklyn Vale to run this show momentarily. Welcome to Gone with the Wind. I am Cecil Amazon Prime, heir to the Amazon Prime family.
And
I'm-
I am who Red Tube. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
So welcome to Gone with the Wind. We were not deemed worthy of the one Manning Franks, where we see too few movies. Rather, yes, but we disagree. We say, why see 60+ movies?
When
There's
you
only
could
5
see
good
it,
movies all year.
and you could still nominate them for shit, which is what we are doing now.
Yes, rather. So, Matthias, the won Golden Globes have been nominated recently. These nominations seem redundant and excessive.
Just they are what you would call so nominations. They are not
They are so-so.
The people's nominations.
But what are your front runners for, let's say, best comedy or musical or best drama?
I didn't really do my nominations like that. We didn't really talk about this. But I will talk about my nominations. I will read through them all for you. In the category of Best Picture, we have, from the films I saw, Avengers Infinity War,
Oh, yes, also on my short list.
Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. In the category of Best Actor, we have Michael B. Jordan, Creed 2, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man and the Wasp, John Cena, Blockers, and Kurt Russell for The Christmas Chronicles. In the category of Best Actress, we have Tessa Thompson, Creed 2, Kathleen Watterson, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Evangeline Lilly, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Leslie Mann for Blockers. For Best Supporting Actor, we have Jude Law, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Michael Pena, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Sylvester Stallone for Creed 2. Best Supporting Actress, we have Alison Sudol for Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, and Geraldine Wiesman for Blockers. And for Best Director, we have Kate Cannon for Blockers, Anthony and Joe Russo for Avengers Infinity War, and Stephen Caple Jr. for Creed 2.
Oh, yes, rather indubitably picked. Yes,
These
I
are
shall
the
go to
people's
my.
choices.
I shall go to what I call the big five.
The big five, of course.
I will go to the one that calls the best picture. We will say the best picture is Avengers Infinity War. Yeah.
Ah, yes, it is.
Yes, one of the great films of the year.
Yes, one of the few.
My dark horse.
One of the greats.
My dark horse nomination is one Deadpool 2. Yes,
It's the Deadpool.
fantabulous film.
I heard
One
that was
Canadian
already-
Ryan Reynolds.
Mm.
He's so sexy.
Yes, he is. That Ryan Reynolds.
In terms of the best directors, the Russo brothers.
Yes. Caroline
Yes.
Franks, Lee Sellers, the best director.
Oh yes, he is my only nomination because I do not know the rest of the directors for the 5.5 movies I also saw.
Oh yes.
Best actress, we will say Scarlett Johansson from Avengers Infinity War.
Of
And
course.
then we'll also say Zazie Beetz from the Deadpool 2.
Yes.
In terms of the best supporting actor, a dark horse nomination, Christian Bale. Christian Bale for Bagadier, for the new Netflix movie Mowgli.
Yes.
It's a great film. And then
It's a great film. It's a great film. That's why it's only available on one streaming service, because it's like a good film.
and to finish out the program, we will go to the best actor, and we shall say the one Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, Junior. Yeah.
Was the Avengers Infinity War, and then
Of course.
we also go to Zivan Chadwick
Hey,
Boseman.
we are still talking. You peasant.
I do not interrupt your show, Mr. Newberry.
Yes.
You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now.
Excuse me, this is not your show. This is Gone with the Winds right now. Are you
But-
Caroline Franks? We do not think so. Continue, please. Whatever the hell
Okay.
your name is.
Oh, okay. My name is Cecil Netflix, to the
Oh,
Netflix.
yes, of course, of course.
Yes, so we are going to actually end today's show. Be sure to tune us out next week, where we talk about the same 5.5 films.
And
Thank you,
yes,
everybody,
of course.
and bike safely.
Yes, of course.
Bike unsafe. What in the actual hell was that?
Someone send that to Manning. That's what you think. You
I'm-
think we can't do award shows because we've only seen upwards of 5 movies? Well,
I'm really
Oh,
sorry.
Do you ever
Somebody,
wonder why
okay,
we
I
do
was
this?
gone to take a shit. Somebody in here. I heard like a German, and then like an English, and then like
There
a
really wasn't a
accent.
specific accent. It sounds like
There
someone
was,
really needs
yeah.
to work on their voices, but that's
Yeah,
besides
you
the point.
know what? Sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error. But
You know what,
but yeah.
Brooklyn? I will absolutely agree with you 100%. You did go take a shit.
Oh! God damn. God damn. Remember.
Sorry, that was just so wide open. I just had to take it. I love you,
we
buddy.
need we need.
Hey,
we
whenever
need, we need like a
wants to take it.
we need a poster or like a master post of like a drinking rule for take 3. So it's like anytime Matt Curran says, "See, here's the thing: take a drink." Every time Cody shits on me, take a drink. Every time I shit on Cody, take 2 drinks. Every time Malcolm says a burn, take a shot. And then
Down
and
your drink.
when Matt wins the championship again, down all the alcohol in your house.
Oh, Jesus. When you get past round 1, everyone drink all the liquor in your house.
Oh my dear, what have we started? But yeah, those were quite
The
quick.
rivalry is switching. It's you and Matt are at each other right now, and I'm like sitting back, whatever.
And he's not wrong, We learned last week that the rivalry between me and Malcolm has ended. Malcolm and I are buddies again. We're on the same team again.
What did you what did you mail him, Sandy? You must have mailed him like a maple dip or something. Or...
No. His I did mail out a lot of Christmas cards. His came with a little blue pill.
I just need to respond to the chat here. So John Beck is asking, are we making fun of Manny and Rabe?
Correct.
No,
10
we're
points for
not.
Gryffindor.
We're not making fun of them whatsoever. We're not making fun of anyone whatsoever. We're simply
blame John.
nominating movies.
We
Also,
love.
Malcolm's on that show all the time too. And second thing, we're just nominating movies we saw. We're proving that you don't need to see every movie.
Not movies
to
that
nominate.
I love. I heard that Cecil fella was nominating a lot of
I thought that was a
Avengers.
woman.
You do not have to be a woman to wear a scarf. But
I wasn't saying
yeah,
that. It was
but-
more from the voice there. For really, you know what this means? I feel like Cecil and whatever the hell the other guy was
Matthias.
doing, they should probably work on a bit before they go and perform it. Probably.
But that's the gloriousness of live shows. You know, look at one of the characters. What was the name of Bill Hader's character? The one that was literally made to break him on set. It was Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
Yeah, that character was made literally to break
Mm.
him on camera. Malcolm.
I blame John Deegan for messing with the timeline in reality.
That's true.
Only Bet will get that reference.
That's true. God damn it, Perry. I also blame Ellsworth for fucking up 1990s Flash, but I'm not going to get into that now.
All right, guys. So if you could tell by the title of the show, this is our holiday special, talking about everything and all things Christmas. So for me, to sort of go through like my Christmas traditions, I guess. So we start with next Friday for me. It is our annual Ugly Christmas Dinner Party. We've been doing that for 6 years, but our first year as homeowners. We get to host it this year, so that's pretty exciting and fun. And then nothing happens until Christmas Eve. And then for me, I'm super weird because Christmas Eve is actually my favorite day to work. I don't understand why. I think it's just because the day goes by quicker. But yeah, I'll use it for Christmas Eve day, and then I will go to Christmas Eve mass. I'll sing with people, go to my aunt and uncle's for a party, and sleep. And then Christmas Day is like, gifts, dinner stuff. And then Boxing Day is actually my favorite. It's probably my favorite day more than Christmas Day because I get to do trivia for 8 hours at a bar in the city. And it actually works out really well because whenever I was growing up as a kid, on Boxing Day, we would go to my dad's side of the family, and there was always Christmas trivia at that party, and that's where essentially I got my love for trivia and this form of competition. So I have to thank that side of my family for essentially being here now. But there's also like I kind of want to talk about like the movies and the TV festivals that I watch. So like the ones that I watch every year, I have to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I have to watch Mr. Bean's Christmas. I have to watch the animated version of The Grinch, the best version. Cody, you stop it. I also watch Christmas Story, and what else do I watch? I watched Frosty Returns the other day. That is a little piece of childhood nostalgia that I kind of enjoy. But Sandy, somebody from across the country, what are the Christmas traditions in your household?
You know what? My wife and I, we take an entire day. We take our phones and we put them away. We don't turn on the television. All we do is we put on some Christmas music and we decorate. We don't have a real tree or anything like that because we had a dog and we have 2 cats and they're all crazy and would tackle the tree. So we made a few years ago, we went to a place called Color Me Mine. I don't know if you guys have a place like that where you guys are. You can go in and paint stuff that they already make, and then they kiln it for you and everything like that. So it's made out of clay. And we made a Christmas tree, and it has light up stuff and a little turner on, so you can turn the lights on and off. And we do that, and that's what we do. But I am absolutely on board with you on this one. I watched the original Frosty the Snowman. Happy birthday! I have to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation version with Burl Ives. It's the only one that I'll ever watch. I watch The Grinch always. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I'll have to watch that one. I don't watch any other Grinches. And then I watch Scrooge, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and It Was a Wonderful Life. But I save the Alistair Sim version of Scrooge for Christmas Eve, and we watch that together for Christmas Eve, and then we go to bed.
Nice. Cody, you've been giving us weird looks. Please tell us why you think the 2000s version of The Grinch is the best.
Oh, it's by far the best.
It's an awesome.
It is one of the best holiday movies of all time. It is the most quotable.
Anthony Hopkins.
It's one of the most quotable movies. It's better than It's a Wonderful Life. So,
not according to Rankin.
So Christmas traditions. Well, it's kind of weird. I don't have the strongest family dynamic anymore, so it's basically my wife's family. So we moved to her old hometown. And we do one of the Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas with her mom because her mom works some crazy schedules, so we fit it in there. But her parents, her dad, we do Christmas breakfast over at their house in the morning. Then we open presents over there. We do an annual Christmas party with our friends, and we do White Elephant, which is pretty much you get a awful gift and pass it around and trade it back and forth. Which my 2 best ones this year, which is an art to get the best gift that's terrible and give it to people. This year I got Fat Cat art. It's just a giant fat cat that's been placed in every classic painting of all time, and it's fantastic. And I got a coloring book for my wife to give away called Animals Farting. It was a hoot and a ham. Movies to watch: Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. The Grinch again, Christmas Story, Grinch again, Christmas with the Cranks I really enjoy. Yeah, so I do not watch any of the old Frosty, Rudolph. Those things are terrible. Shouldn't be on your screen. And then I watch It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Day at night. It's fantastic to close out the night.
Malcolm, how do you guys? What are some of the New Zealand traditions?
How do you New Zealanders get down on Christmas? Because I'm not sure.
You guys even got.
I honestly don't know. You never know. I could be totally wrong. Where it's like,
They invite the sheeps in one time a year. It's a magical time.
Oh yeah, and Christmas we have a big parade with where sheep just walk around in Santa hats and all that. No, basically it's pretty much the same. Like we tend to do family things all day, like eat a lot of food, basically the same. Like for movies, I also watched the Superior Grinch, which is the 2000 version, and I also watched Love Actually and that. And one thing I actually realised this week is I haven't actually seen the Home Alone movie since I was a kid, so they happen to be playing on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so I will probably rewatch them. So yeah.
I feel like Cody and Malcolm were the kids where, like, if you dangled keys in front of them, they'd be super entertained. They're like, "Oh, moving things! Oh my god, yeah!" It's so.
Coming from the guy that likes Deadpool, please shut your mouth.
I love Deadpool. I love
because they say the word "fuck" and they talk about boobs. It's so much fun.
Wait a second. I saw
it's comic accurate, Cody. That's what you call that.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't see everyone.
Hi,
Okay. Matt's little comments underneath the breath are awesome tonight. They're on point, man. I'm telling you. I'm the only one that's hearing them, I think, but they're just great. I'm telling you. That's great.
Abe, how's Christmas in Mexico? Is it as good as everybody says?
Isn't it some dude named Feliz
He's like, I'm
Navidad?
Jewish.
Dude, I hate Christmas.
Okay.
But like, how is it? Usually, it's celebrated like on
one day a year.
No, but like, you get together with the family on Christmas Eve.
There.
That's the day you do it. Like most of the people are Catholic, so they go to the church and everything. We don't. Like, we're probably devils in my family. We hate everything. No, I think most of them. You get Christmas Eve, like the kids, like they will till midnight and open the presents, and then you're done. Everybody goes home and get drunk. Like usually it's like it's not family. It's like get drunk. It's like a party. That and the 31st, like New Year's, same. Get drunk and eat a shit ton of food.
Matt Kearns, the only person I haven't went to. How is to quote Rob Thomas, do you have a Merry New Year Christmas?
Why do you sound so bored? You seem like really hesitant to even want to go to me.
I was trying to find like a funny segue, and Rob Thomas made a song called "I Wish You a Merry New York Christmas." Which is in the key.
Oh God, I don't know.
So, how my family celebrates Christmas? So, for me, Christmas starts the day after Thanksgiving because I'm a crazy person. I always watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and a couple of other Christmas movies, and then throughout the whole month of December, I try to watch all my favorites: Home Alone, both the animated and live action, Grinch, Santa Claus Coming to Town, which is my favorite of the Rankin Bass TV specials, Charlie Brown Christmas, which I love, Bad Santa, which is my favorite R-rated Christmas movie, and so many more. It's a Wonderful Life, of course. I used to only be able to watch it when NBC would air it, but now I own it, so I can watch it whenever. But the big tradition for my family is every Christmas Eve we go to Christmas Eve service, which is actually my favorite like church service. I like the songs. I like how our church we every year we do this thing where like everyone holds a candle and we sing Silent Night with all the lights off with holding candles. And it's just
Super
it's just
powerful.
really that's it right there. It's just like because I don't go to church every week, but I am a very religious person, and it's just there's something about that just like really gets me every year. And also when we sing my favorite Christmas song, which is the Three Kings song, just I love that song. But then we come home, and my neighbors across the street, they have a party every year on Christmas Eve, and so we usually come home, we go to that, we hang out, we eat, we drink, and then me, my brother, and my older sister, we come back, we get into pajamas, and every Christmas Eve, we watch The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I'm not sure when it started, but just years ago, that just became the Christmas Eve movie that every year we would watch. Once it's done, you go to bed, you get up the next day. And we have Christmas at my house, which I love. I have a big family, and everyone comes. And it's just a lot of time. This is my favorite holiday, my favorite time of the year. So, yeah.
Okay, so you said that you like We Three Kings. Right.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say first. Yeah,
that's my favorite Christmas song.
Okay, do yourself two favors. One, don't listen to Malcolm and Cody their reactions after what I'm about to tell you. Second thing is go look up Bare Naked Ladies, Goddess Merry Gentlemen / We Three Kings. Features Sarah McLachlan. It's actually a really interesting mashup.
Go look
Sarah
up
McLachlan's performance.
Chasers, We Three Kings, and you'll have a way better.
I'll stick with Calvary Lutheran Church in Hauppauge, New York's rendition of the Three Kings song.
Hey,
Bare Naked Ladies suck.
Oh, I just like everybody mentioned movies they watch on Christmas, and this is not a joke. Like, probably it's a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's serious. For the last 5 years, my Christmas movie has been The Wolf of Wall Street. I watch it every single year.
Hey, that's like your every other week movie.
No, but like I've been watching it for the last on Christmas morning. I watch it
of everything.
I mean, I watch it by myself, but I love watching that movie. The first time I saw it was on
Christmas to Eve, like Leonardo DiCaprio doing coke out of a hooker set.
It's true because it was the first movie I've ever watched. Like I went to the theater and watched.
I told you, he's on.
It's not a joke. It's serious. I love the movie.
So one of my other favorite things about Christmas, as you can tell by my plethora of fat, is Christmas sweets. I find Christmas is is a great time, for baking. Like my mother and my grandmother are big bakers.
They are.
They're
fun family.
Cookers, bakers. Jesus, get your head out of the gutter. Yeah. So what are some of you guys' like favorite like Christmas desserts or like sweets? For me personally, it's sugar cookies, but the way that they do it, instead of it being like a shortbread, it's like a drop dough, so it's a little bit softer. But they roll it in like a coarser sugar. That's usually colored like red or green, and it has like a nice like texture contrast, and it's super tasty. As Cody puts his head down in shame.
So for me, my grandmother, she is on my Irish side of the family. Either she brings it or my dad makes it. We have trifle every year, which if you've never had actual Irish trifle, is one of the tastiest things you can ever have. We have that, and also my dad every year makes cookies, Christmas cookies, and he does like super like chocolate on chocolate. So like those two combined. Oh my God, it's like I'm like going to the gym extra hard these weeks just to prepare for all the fat I'm gonna put on that night because oh man, those two combined, especially when like no one's looking and I take a cookie and dip it into the trifle when I'm feeling really fat, and that goes
on. Yeah. Sandy, Malcolm, Cody, anybody?
Yeah, for me, like I do a lot of baking myself. I make my own.
That explains a lot.
I make my own mini Christmas cake.
It's not a bad thing. He likes to bake. So what?
What has this show turned into?
Yep.
Fun time.
Chaos.
I'll stop talking.
Sandy, save the day here. What are some Calgary classics?
I don't know about Calgary classics, but my wife made a fantastic Christmas. It was like a gingerbread roll almost, made with whipped cream and cream cheese mixed together, and then we rolled the gingerbread out and then put it in there and then rolled it all up, and it turned into this nice little Yule log of awesomeness, gingerbread and this decadent icing that was in it. Completely sugar-free and flour-free, carb-free. It was a ketogenic dessert, which was awesome, and we're gonna have it again this year. So I love it. I do have a story about shortbread. I hate shortbread. I can't stand it, and it's all because my grandma used to let me eat the shortbread raw. And she left the room one day and I ate the entire bowl. And now I can never, ever taste shortbread ever again without vomiting horribly that I did that day, which was Christmas Day. So can you imagine everybody, all my family, who's sitting around the table hearing this, for a good half an hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, it was not a fun time. Everybody was laughing at me. So, but yeah, paid the price.
Not so much dessert wise, but something that I try to make every Christmas is like stuffing rolls or dressing rolls. I don't know. So like what I do is like I caramelize like onions and garlic and thyme and sage. So yeah, I like all like the traditional seasonings of stuffing, like onion, sage, thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and some butter. Let that sweat down a little bit, and then I add like dried cranberries. And then I mix that in with the bread dough. A bread recipe that is 3 generations old. My mom has it on a recipe book, or has it on a recipe card that's like maybe that size, and it's like at least 50 years old. It's crazy, and then it's always a big hit because there's salty notes and the cranberries bring in some sweet stuff, and then like sage and thyme go really well with the holiday season. Cody.
So, by the way, Sandy, thank you for that, because I just have a mental image of you being a small child and leaving the bowl and just like consuming it. And,
that was pretty much it, man.
And see you like, what are you doing?
Lying all over my grandmother's linoleum. It was just awesome. My
favorite dessert, it doesn't matter Thanksgiving or Christmas, I just want a good pecan pie. It is fantastic. It's my southern cooking in me. I absolutely adore it. There's no better one. If you do it bad, I will tell you. If you do it well, I'll praise you. So, it's the only one that I'm really like. And it really sucks because my wife has a nut allergy. So when I married her, she can't have it, but that means there's more pie for me. So that's even better.
Sue's 3 favorite things: pizza, lasagna, and mac and cheese. And I'm lactose tolerant. So I literally make supper for her, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have some plain chicken and pasta with no sauce on it, just for me.
You can't have cheese or milk?
I can't. No, I've been lactose intolerant since like grade 2.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
Brooklyn, it's just an enzyme of your body that's not able to break out the sugar. You're probably gonna die, but you can eat good food. His name is lactose.
It's like, hey man, you're gonna die.
I would like my toilet to be in one piece for the next 4 or 5 years.
What is this turned into? I'm over this show tonight.
Sandy broke the mirror and he was like vomiting at Christmas Day, and I'm like,
No, vomiting and shitting is 2 different things.
And in no way whatsoever was my vomit powerful enough to ever remotely come close to even scratching the toilet, let alone breaking it in 2 pieces. What the fuck?
I was muted during all of that. You
that's like today. That's like the past episode of Collider Live when they talked about lactose intolerant and Roxy just crossed the line, and they're like, "Well, didn't think it was gonna go there. We just crossed that level. Congrats."
Hey.
Broke the toilet in half with shit.
So I'm torn here. I'm on the fence here. We just debated last week, and we didn't have a discussion. So I'm like, do we debate? I'm not sure. Like, Sandy has a title already. You know, it's off of Cody's hands. What, like, I don't know. What do we what do we do here? Cody, Matt, do you guys have any ideas of what we should do?
I challenge you.
You challenge me?
Yeah, I challenge you.
Okay.
So you guys,
Motherfucker.
so this is interesting though because, Sandy has talked to me privately. You know, he doesn't want to compete. He wants to give the belt a break. The belt has been, you know.
Oh, what a champion that wants to just hold on to it. I wish I had that odds. But okay.
You can call me the lone wolf, Sandy Robinson. I make it all happen for myself.
I mean, it works for Brock Lesnar.
That's true. Fair
He
enough.
does, yeah. He's defended the belt. He's defended the belt what, like 8 times in 5 years? I don't know.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
A little bit more, but
So, yeah.
me versus Matt, I'm okay with that.
So
Yeah,
like, what do you think? What do you guys think of like best of 3?
Sure.
that's fair.
Okay. All right. Well, I do have some questions here because you never know. I can't leave. I can't start a show without having questions ready. Just sort
How
of
many
like
questions do you have? 3?
I got 3.
That's
No,
perfect.
thank God.
I'm
Best
glad-
out five,
I'm glad
then,
we
I
didn't say
guess.
5.
I'm kidding.
All right, so we're gonna do best of 3. The winner, I guess, will be like a number 1 contender, and then next week on our best of 2018 show, it'll be like the winner versus like Sandy, and then like let's say like a best of 5, like a best of 7 speed round. Because let's be honest here, I have no chance in hell of getting the belt anytime soon. Malcolm has tried, and God love him for trying week after week after week. But I'm just going to put him out of misery for the year so far. You know, just give him a break and let him just judge. And then
I
Abe
don't
is
like
just,
that odds. I don't
Abe
like those
is
odds.
Abe is just Abe. So Abe's just going to be Abe. You guys must be on a format. 20-second opening, 20-second rebuttal. If I hear you first, you go first. Judges will be myself, Sandy, and Malcolm. So. Your first question is, and keep your ears perked.
Oh God, that closes it.
What is the best gift to get in 12 Days of Christmas?
Gift cards.
That's not an extra, is it?
I'm going to restart. We're going to restart the question, and I will say it again more clearly. What is the best gift in the song 12 Days of Christmas?
5 golden rings.
I heard 5 golden rings first.
Nine ladies dancing.
Alrighty. Well, 5 golden
Wow,
rings
wow,
versus
wow.
9 ladies dancing. Match made in heaven. Cody, I heard you first. 20 seconds. Time begins whenever you start talking.
Just announce the winner, Brooklyn.
You don't need to get gifted 9 ladies dancing. You can just go to your local strip club and get more than 9 ladies dancing. There's no point to it. 5 golden rings. Literally, if you're ever in a tight spot, do you know the melt worth of gold? It's super high right now. You could live on 5 golden rings. You'll be thankful to get all that. 9 ladies dancing sounds like a headache, and somebody's getting kicked in the head.
Time. All right, interesting. Matt Kearns, you got 20 seconds. Time begins whenever you're talking.
You want to know how many fake gold rings are probably out there and how likely it is you're going to get 5 fake gold rings. But you know what? You get 9 ladies dancing given to you. That's a fun time. I don't care who you are. Could be a strip club. Could be in your backyard. Those are 9 ladies dancing. Hell, you could take 5 golden rings from them. So it's like 2 gifts in 1.
Time. Wow, those openings. We go to the rebuttal. 15 seconds. Cody, let's get it on.
The song does not say fake golden rings. They are golden rings, so they are worth a good amount. 9 ladies dancing sounds like a headache, and if you do it in your backyard, your mother's going to come out there and be like, Matthew, get your butt in the house and get away from those strange ladies that are dancing. And they never said cute lady dancing or attractive. They could be like 80-year-old women.
Time.
Just saying.
15 seconds, Matt. Let's go.
If we're playing the semantics game of what they say and don't say in the song, then again, you could be getting 5 fake gold rings, and I could be getting 9 sexy Kate Uptons dancing in my backyard. Here's the thing. 9 ladies dancing, 5 golden rings. I'm going to take the 9 ladies dancing, okay? Also,
Time.
With the ladies, you get 9 rings.
I forgot about 8 maids milking, but that's
I'm so glad you did.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna get my vote out first. Cody had a really good rebuttal. Openings were sort of like crisscrossed with Cody.
Fucking course he picks Cody.
He didn't pick me last
Every
week.
other time that I don't pick Cody, Cody's like, "Oh, I really had the better debate argument." But yeah, I'll give my point to Cody. His rebuttal was pretty good, and how he tackled the point brought up that the ring's gonna be fake. But yeah, go to Malcolm next. Space and Narragansett Survivor. Who gets point? What?
This was definitely an interesting debate, but I mean, I feel they're both sort of pound for pound hits in the first round. I think Cody took it away in the rebuttal though, because I think really tackled Matt's point about the fake gold rings. He did it perfectly. In Matt's rebuttal, we seemed to kind of reiterate his points he made in the first.
I see how it is. I see where this friendship has gone.
All right, so Cody.
Over. The 8 weeks are over.
All right, so Cody gets the first point. Sandy, your votes will not count, but how would you have swayed?
You're muted.
Yeah. I would have given my point to Matt because I love Matt.
Fair enough.
Guys, do you realize what big missile we just missed with him missing 8 maids of milking? You all should be really thankful Matt did not pick.
Think about we could have gone chocolate milk, strawberry milk. I mean, they don't say what cows they're milking there. Also, boobs.
Yeah, I just watched Kingpin last night, so there's no point to that I wanted to hear ever. So.
All right, so Cody gets the first one. Matt is trailing, so he has to get this question to go into our tiebreaker. Question number 2, and once again, gentlemen, keep your ears perked. Other than the panelists on screen right now, what person from the Fan League trivia community would make the best Santa Claus?
Kristen Smith.
Kristen Smith.
Nazario Montenegro.
Nazario. All right, Kristen versus Nazario. 20 seconds for Matt Kearns. Time begins whenever you start talking.
If we're picking someone to be Santa Claus, we want someone who can be really kind, but also strong. I mean, this is a person who has to have a naughty and nice life. Kristen Smith is one of the sweetest people you ever meet. You could totally believe that she wants to go spread happiness and joy by giving gifts to all the children around the world. But also, she's strong enough that if you're bad, you're getting coal and not gifts, and she's not going to budge on that.
Time. All right, Cody, 20 seconds. Time begins. There's a talk.
When you want a Santa Claus, you need a bilingual Santa Claus so they can spread joy throughout the entire world. And that's what you get with Nazario. Nazario is so joyful and so happy, but he also has a strong foot that when he puts it down, you can't sway. Kristen can literally be mean to you on a stream. I've seen it done. She does it to me, and she'll be mean to a kid if the kid tries to correct her or take a present out of her hand instead of just giving it. Nazario would just give it and be happy for that kid.
Time. Matt Kearns, 15 seconds. Let's go.
If the kid's bad, they shouldn't be getting the gift. That's the thing about Santa Claus. Also, let's talk about the fact, for all these years, we've had a man be Santa Claus. Why don't we let a strong woman like Kristen Smith finally take the reins over? Who knows? I think happiness will go up like 95% if Kristen Smith was the new Santa Claus.
Time. Cody, 15 seconds. Let's get at it.
You know what we've also had for that long? A white Santa Claus. I want a Hispanic Santa Claus. I want a Santa Claus that can speak to so many different races, especially in such a big market of the United States that Trump is trying to ruin everything. Let's piss him off. Let's make Nazario Santa and give gifts to everybody. He's too happy. Kristen's
time. All righty. Sandy, you're going to go first because your vote didn't count last time. Based on arguments provided, who gets your point and why?
All right, that's a wash. Okay, I got to give my point to Matt on this one. Strictly only because Kristen. Yes, Cody was right that Kristen can be mean, but she's so quick to be. She'll hammer you and then be like, no. Okay, you're good again, and I think that would make a better. I think the points that he made about Kristen being Santa, especially with the Me Too movement, that he brought that up and added her as a woman. I think that slightly gave Matt the point.
All right, I'm going to go next. I will also give my point to Matt, although I'm not a fan of throwing out the the gender card. It's yeah.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm like, thanks for the Trump card. That's about it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just wrap up and focus on question number 3.
Yeah, Matt had a strong opening, and then Cody. Well, yes, Nazario is bilingual and would cover North America and most of South America. There's more languages than 2, so he'd be stuck in like France.
And Kristen can only speak English. Leave me alone.
How do you know that?
She hasn't proven it.
Malcolm,
Proven it.
your vote did not count, but based on arguments provided.
Spain does exist.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have agreed with you guys and gave Matt the points for pretty much the same reason you brought up.
He literally said a woman. I was like, okay, I lost. Thanks.
I mean, Matt didn't hit on Nazario a match, but I think Nazario.
That's because I don't know who that is. But
I was guessing. But I mean, as someone who Nazario has been beat to a bit on stream, Nazario can be quite mean as well. So.
He didn't bring it up. He didn't bring it up. Doesn't count.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I already won.
Off the record.
Off the record, if Cody had brought up Nazario's toy collection, and that if you would have ever run out of toys, he could have gone to his house and filled it back up with all of his shit. Cody was slam dunk the winner on that one, but he just didn't, and I was hoping for it, but it didn't come out. He brought up the multicultural thing, which was good. But yeah, no, that was a good debate.
All right, so we now go into the tiebreaker, and boy, I'm glad we get to ask this.
Oh, no.
So once again, gentlemen, keep your ears perked. If I hear you first, you'll be going first. All right. Your question is, what is the better macho action Christmas movie, Lethal Weapon or Die Hard?
Lethal Weapon.
I heard Lethal Weapon first. All right, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to hear. Lethal Weapon versus Die Hard. Matt, you are arguing for Lethal Weapon being the better macho action Christmas movie. You have 20 seconds. Your time begins whenever you start talking.
Is macho Christmas action movie. Christmas is in the title. It means the movie should be talked about Christmas. Lethal Weapon doesn't take place just on one day in Christmas. It takes place over a week in Christmas. You have so many images of Christmas. You have Christmas dinner. You have the exchange of gifts. You also have Mel Gibson playing in his own mind Jesus Christ, which is about Christmas. Keep Christ in Christmas, guys. Lethal Weapon is the superior macho Christmas movie.
Cody Newberry, 40 seconds.
When you speak of Macho Christmas, Danny Glover is not the first one that you think of that. He's too old for this shit all the time going through it. Bruce Willis is a way stronger actor, and the problem with Lethal Weapon is the villain is not that strong in that movie. The stronger one is Hans Gruber in that movie, and you believe John McClane has to go through all odds. You never think that the guys from Lethal Weapon are behind the 8 ball or not. They're going to win at the end of the day. You don't know if John McClane will.
Matt Kerr, it's 50 seconds. Let's go.
Thank you for the plot summary on what Die Hard is. I'm talking about the fact that Lethal Weapon is a better Christmas movie. Christmas is all over this. You see it in the windows. You see them talking about it. Again, I say they have Christmas dinner and there's the exchanging of gifts. It talks about the greatness of Christmas, about this time of year, people coming together just like Dan Glover and Mel Gibson do.
15 seconds, Cody. Let's go.
The problem with Lethal Weapon is there's no real urge to get back to family for them. The main thing is John McClane has to survive to get to his family to be with them on Christmas. That's the whole point of it. Yes, they don't have Christmas trees everywhere or sing Feliz Navidad, but that's the one thing that you will do whatever it takes to get to your loved ones when you want to see them on Christmas. And John McClane does that throughout the entire movie.
I wish this fight would go longer.
Malcolm Goldie Lane, based on the Arrogance Divided, who gets your point why?
Well, if the question was just simply best movie, I would have given it to Cody. But with the way the question was worded, I think Matt hit on the Christmas aspect of his movie more than what Cody did. So I'm going to give Matt the point.
Okay, Sandy, based on the Arrogance Divided, who gets your point and why?
So if we were just going in the opening for the opening, I would have given it to somebody else. But my vote, based on the rebuttal, is for Cody this time. I thought Cody's rebuttal about what John McClane was. I saw how he set it up in the first part of the thing, and then finished it off in his rebuttal about the struggle of John McClane on that one night to get to his family so he can survive and spend Christmas with them. On that one was the seller for me. So I give Cody my point on this round.
Yeah, that didn't want to come down to me. Okay. No, let me like talk it out here. Okay, so we go to Matt and Matt's score about like how there's more of the Christmas aspect, whereas I heard more from Cody about Die Hard and why I don't necessarily agree. I mean, like, yes, the question was, what is the better macho action Christmas movie? But that's, yeah. I wasn't looking for, like, the cheesy masculinity sort of things. Like, you could just argue the movie, and you still get the same points from me. Let's see here. Do that.
I mean, Cody, if you beat me, like, I actually don't care. It's just like, this is the one question in the debates where I'm like, I wish we didn't have 20 and 15 seconds. Like, I wish this was like a movie fights thing where we just had a lot longer, because that was a really good fight. Like, I wish I could rebuttal points you made in your rebuttal. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my point to Cody.
Fucking course.
I'm giving my point.
Shocker! Oh,
I know. There's a lineup of people that's actually just inside the house who consistently tell me every day I make wrong decisions.
No, tell us why Cody's better than me, Brooklyn. Please tell us.
His rebuttal was pretty good, and just the way, because you had a really strong attack, and then his defense of just sort of like Sandy said, like the setup sort of paid off.
See, this is the thing. I listen again. Like I said, I actually don't give a shit. But like, I wish I could rebuttal, because I could be like, "Are you kidding me? The end of the movie is driven by the fact that Dan Glover's daughter is kidnapped. That's why they go after the drug dealers, is to get Murtaugh's daughter back."
You didn't bring it up
because I didn't hear your fucking vote. Fuck this shit. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm getting too old for it.
All right, so Cody,
welcome to the party.
You are the number one contender, or the interim champion, as it has been labeled previously. You will now go up against Sandy in a best of 5 for the last show of the year next week. How do you feel going up against just Sandy and Sandy alone in 5 speed round questions?
Well, it's kind of fitting that the best of 2018 is what we're talking about, because
thank God, I'm
8 movies, and you've seen like 5.
Guess
so
I dodged a bullet there. You're right.
More. I think Sandy has seen more, so it might be a better fight than Matt going. I haven't seen that movie. I can't really.
Hey, I would never say that in my debates.
So it was fun. Again, I would have totally understood if you swayed to Matt today. When he started talking about just Christmas alone, and then he said, "Great, thanks for the plot synopsis. We're talking about Christmas here," and then I was like, "Crap." So I just threw the debate at the end. I was like, "John McClane fight for family Christmas." And so it worked. It worked out. Again, I did tie it with what I did in the beginning, so I'm glad that stuck in Sandy's head. But again, no hard feelings. Me and Sandy will go to war, and if he wins, cool. If he loses, awesome.
I just can't believe three. Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Malcolm.
And actually, it's fitting for this battle for the best of 2018 because Cody versus Sandy is probably the best late night rivalry of 2018.
I don't know. Brooklyn and Cody might.
I was betting sort of in the debates because it's sort of been.
You're talking. Yeah.
Sort of,
my thing is 3 Christmas questions, and at no point was able to talk about It's a Wonderful Life because Cody would have got.
Well, if he would have said what was the best Christmas movie, and you said A Wonderful Life, then I'm like, okay, screwed. I'm out.
Yeah, you don't want to.
But then that's sort of like showing your hand for like rank 'em though, because if you want to hear what our favorite Christmas movies are, I have to go to the rank 'em show. You know, it defeats. You know, it's like me asking like, what's the best Queen song when we like the week after we do the Queen playlist. But enough about that. Sandy, I need to go to you. Is this the outcome that you wanted, and how do you feel going up against Sandy, or not going up against Cody?
Man, that is a show all in itself. I will do that. I will debate against myself any day of the week. I will pick. Yeah,
isn't that just called Tuesday?
Every night.
It's just called Tuesday. You know, it's a mirror. Is it the outcome I was looking forward to? It wouldn't have mattered. Anybody on here, I'm gonna lose too hard. So I mean, can I surrender the belt now? Retire as champion, and that's it. But no, it's me versus Cody. Cody, is the best debater I've ever seen. Period. How he's not debating champion in every single league in the universe is beyond me. But I have the belt now, and it is the best of 2018. I feel pretty confident that I will be able to hold my own. So, just like Cody said, if I lose, if I win, it's just a lot of fun, and I just enjoy having it. I'm looking forward to actually hearing the questions. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
All right.
Well, guys, Player One for all 5.
A surprisingly short edition of Let Take 3. We're like an hour and a half,
really
ish minutes mark. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up today. I want to thank our entire panel for coming on today. Abe, you've been really quiet for the last half hour. Where can the cool
He's
kids
just here for this, for the plugs?
Look, man, you don't ask me anything, I'm not allowed to talk, right? You're the host. Make you do a good job. Ask questions to your guests. You can follow my Twitter at AbrahamF25. You can watch Gone with the Wind, which is actually going to be published. Wait a second. It's been published already, so go watch it right now. And that's it.
Right? Or you can watch Gone with the Winds, which is
that was a terrible job.
To our number 1 contender to the Late Night Take 3 Mini Speedrun Debate Champion of the Full Metal and Multiplex Fan Training Communities of the World, Cody Newberry. Where can the cool kids of the world find you?
Okay, this is going to be really long, and I'm sorry. Watch Along's coming back in January. Watch that. Watch this show, Late Night with Take 3, every Thursday. This is where I'm here, and you can see Brooklyn yell at me. Full Metal Geek, we're concluding that at the Snowball. Me, RJ, and Robert have been working really hard on that league, and I think we've done a really good job with it. Sunday, Rank 'em, TV specials. If work doesn't hate me, I'll be there to tell everybody where they're wrong on TV specials. Me and Brooklyn have just started a new league over, not Lewd League, we took over, we're the new commissioners of Nerdgasm over on Multiplex. Debate for fandom categories. It's a blast. We're starting our tournament. Again, if you want to be in, please let us know after the tournament concludes because we will get you into a match for sure. And the fandom awards nominees just got announced. When the polls come out, please vote for Robert, Tim, and myself for the categories we're up for. I think we honestly deserve them this year. That's it. Sorry.
All right. To usually our producer, man behind the scenes, but he still gathered the news this week. Great guy all around, Malcolm O'Neill. Where can the cool kids of the world find you?
You can find me on Take 3 Productions. I host my own show, Rankin. We're doing TV specials this week. I know Sandy and Matt are on there, and we've also got Zach Ford upcoming, and maybe Cody if work lets him. You can also find me on Multiplex and Full Metal, and I'll be competing in Nerdgasm. I'll be taking out Dominic Rizzi. I'll pull out all the stops there. You can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Melbourne.
Oh no, I forgot.
What?
Look forward to Jukebox Trivia on the Snowball, where me and Matthew Rosa goes for the debate title. I'm going to plan to kick his ass, so go watch that.
I was going to plug that anyways, but thank you,
Oh,
Cody, for reminding me. Matt Kearns, where can the cool kids of the world find you?
You guys, as always, can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, MattMood611 on YouTube, and right here, co-host of Rhyme and Reason. Our last episode of 2018 should be dropping this weekend, and it's all about Superman. And no, Cody and Rob are not invited. Oh, don't worry. I sent a question in a mailbag that a certain
Returns
Jody
is better
Riley might
than-
be answering. You guys can also find me on Second Look, which will be returning in February. Things just didn't pan out. And you can also find me here every week, muttering things under my breath that only Sandy can hear, except for maybe next week, depending on time-wise. Time. Malcolm Sailor will get that if I'm here or not. But I always have a lot of fun being here. I can't believe that was the last debate I'm going to have this year. It's a little sad. One tear.
All right. So,
Can I add on something?
sure, yeah.
It's not bad. Sorry, I know I forget stuff. Have you
I'm
guys
also on
remember-
Rank Up. Sorry.
Yeah, if you people start watching, remember last year, this year with the top 10s of the Schmoren, and we're gonna do it this year too, and we're gonna have the same exact format as last year.
You got that right, people. We're not singling anyone out, but just saying, is that okay with you? See that?
Sandy, where can everybody find you before we send it to anarchy?
Actually, you know what, Brooklyn? Everybody knows where they can find me. I'm going to take my time right now, not to plug anything, but to thank everybody who's watched us on all of our platforms. To the fans, to the competitors, to the hosts, to the question writers, to everybody that works so hard in this community, around these leagues, around these reaction shows, everything. I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been a fantastic year, one that I will never forget about, especially with the people that I've met, especially you guys on here. I've become legit, like, really good friends with many of you, people that I would have no problem visiting in real life. And to everybody who's supported us in whatever format they have, thank you, and happy holidays, and enjoy what we have coming up for you guys, because it is taking a lot of time, a lot of hard work, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's going to be so worth it when you see what we have coming for you guys at the end of the year. So thank you to the fans.
Yes,
I
thank
can't
you.
believe I did a debate about Santa Claus and totally forgot about my hat.
And last but definitely not least, I'm the Black Lord of Brooklyn Vale. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheRealBK10, the number, not the word. You can also find me right here at Take Their Productions, running not one but two shows: Jukebox Trivia, a music trivia debate and countdown show. Be sure to check out the entirety of our Journey to the Crown, which finalizes in Cody Newberry versus Matthew Rosa in one of my favorite debates ever. And on Thursday, then I take 3, a topical pop culture podcast show, where we fight a lot and then we make up it after the show. Be sure to check out our episode that we are dropping next week, which will be the best of 2018, not just movies, but TVs, video games, fan leagues, Showdown, all that fun stuff. And on Multiplex, as Cody announced, we have taken over Nerdgasm, doing a 16-seed tournament to begin in January. A super happy, fun time, all things fandom, movies, and TV. And you can find me on Full Metal and Multiplex, always jobbing to better people, because you got to get those rookies up the ladder somehow. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe on Take Two Productions. If you think that you can take on either Sandy or Cody, fuck no. You don't want to be on this. You don't want to be on here. Yeah, so Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at, I believe, Take 3 Video on Instagram and Take 3 Productions on Facebook. So for Abe, for Cody, for Malcolm, for Matt Kearns, for Sandy Robinson, I am the Black and Broken Veil. Thanks for coming on, guys. Be sure to check us out next week. And as always,
drive unsafe. Just drive.
Mel
as
Gibson
crazy as you
is Jesus.